You made it through the day, worn out and dehydrated from the company party last night, and can't wait to crawl into bed when you get home. You merge onto the boulevard, driving your typical route, almost on autopilot. The car in front of you stops suddenly, and you swerve at the last minute, ending up in the bike lane. Your heart is racing and you're wide awake now, but your spaced-out zombie driving almost resulted in a fender bender. Drowsy driving can turn you into a road hazard, putting yourself and others on the road at risk. Keep watching, because we're going to talk about drowsy driving, how it affects your body, and the science behind sleep. What is drowsy driving? Drowsy driving doesn't get as much attention as it should. People are quicker to identify factors like drugs, alcohol, or even speeding as causes of accidents, so drowsy driving typically goes overlooked. However, make no mistake, sleepy drivers are hazardous drivers. According to studies, driving impairment could be caused by too little sleep, with the same severity as too much alcohol consumption. Being awake for 17 hours without sleep will make you drive like an impaired person with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.05%, the legal drunk scale in some areas. Accidents due to drowsy driving are far more common than you may think. Researchers have found that drowsy driving in the US alone resulted in 328,000 crashes annually. Of the 328,000 crashes, 109,000 led to an injury, while 6,400 resulted in the loss of lives. Stay tuned, because we'll be sharing significant factors that can make you easily predisposed to dozing off when driving, and ways you can prevent them. How common is drowsy driving? Drowsy driving accounts for an estimated 1 in 6 fatal crashes and 1 in 8 crashes leading to hospitalization. Self-reports and police reports may underestimate the actual frequency of crashes, attributed to drowsiness and various cofactors, such as alcohol or suspected distraction. A study that used in-vehicle video cameras to assess drowsiness showed that it was a factor in 10% of all crashes, and 11% of crashes resulting in significant property damage. What's sleep? Sleep is not optional. It's not something you can effectively hold at bay for an extended time through stimulants or steadfast perseverance. It's a neurobiological need controlled by your sleep-wake cycle. The sleep-wake cycle comprises 2 important mechanisms that control when and how we sleep. Sleep-wake homeostasis balances our need for sleep with wakefulness. As the day progresses to night, our drive for sleep increases. On the other hand, circadian rhythm is our 24-hour biological clock that determines when we sleep. The longer you go without sleeping, the more your body demands it, and the harder it is to remain alert and awake, especially when you're on the road. When your sleep is restricted by choice or a disorder, it throws your circadian rhythm out of sync, bringing about extreme sleepiness. What's the physiology of drowsy driving? Drowsiness can influence many cognitive functions that are important for driving. Judgment, attention, executive function, cognitive processing speed, memory, reaction time, and muscular coordination are factors that could be affected. These executive functions can be compounded by brief microsleeps, involuntary episodes of sleep lasting from a fraction of a second up to 30 seconds. Accidents where drowsiness is a suspected contributor tend to coincide with times of highest sleep propensity: early morning, midnight to 7 a.m., and mid-afternoon, 3 p.m. These circadian factors are also most evident among young drivers. Who's at risk for drowsy driving? Although drowsy driving is a common problem and can happen with any sleep-deprived driver, certain groups are more susceptible to habitual drowsy driving and its consequences. These groups include those with sleep disorders, night or rotating shift workers, caregivers, those who use sedating medications, substances, or alcohol, Can drowsy driving be prevented? The most effective tip we could give is to get enough sleep. If possible, take a short nap between 15 to 20 minutes before embarking on a long drive. Employers should also allow napping for night shift workers. Avoid medications, such as muscle relaxants, tranquilizers, and narcotic pain relievers that can trigger sleepiness. Get alerting devices or alarms that wake you up when you begin showing signs of sleepiness. Night shift employees, like nurses, can use light darkening curtains, fans, and white noise machines or apps to help them sleep better during the day. A few thoughts to remember. In today's fast-paced world, it's easier to want to postpone sleep in a bid to get just a little more work done. When you drive while feeling sleepy or tired, you put yourself at significant risk and other drivers. So if your body indicates that it needs some shut-eye, make time for it, even if it's only a few minutes sleep. If you think you may have a sleep disorder, be sure to talk to a sleep specialist to help resolve the problem. Help is available.